Hi, this is Coach JitFit. Make sure to follow to get the latest health tips and news for your JitFitness. Now today, I like to talk about something very important that I don't think a lot of people talk about when it comes to fitness, and that is timing. Timing of when you should be eating. A lot of people focus on calories and macronutrients, which are super important, but not a lot of people talk about timing. And to do this, I want to share with you a story that starts with Japan. If anyone watches Street Fighter or played Street Fighter, that's what I always think about when I say Japan. Anyway, so let's talk about Japan. Over here, we have one of the smallest people in the world, the Japanese, but we also have this type of person. Let me see if I can draw it real quick. Looks like a hat that I drew, actually. We have this person. The sumo wrestler. Right? How does a country that has one of the smallest people also have one of the largest people right here, the sumo wrestler? How does that happen? Well, let me tell you what their schedule is. At about 5 a.m., it's rise and shine. The sumo wrestlers get up and they work out. They get up and they work out straight for like 5 hours. And at 10, they eat this thing called chanko nabe, which is it's a big soup, or stew maybe is a better word. Chanko nabe. It's a big stew, and it has a bunch of vegetables, meats, all this stuff, big hearty stew. And then they do this. They sleep. Then they wake up. They do their normal stuff throughout the day. Again, maybe eating more dinner, more chanko. This is probably at 5 p.m. here. Chanko, maybe checking their emails, doing whatever. And then they do this. And do you see this pattern? Boom, 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 boom. Eating, sleeping. This is how we get to that. Now, for a sumo wrestler, hey, no problem. That's your goal. Your goal is to put on a lot of mass really quickly. Makes a lot of sense. But what about people who are not sumo wrestlers? What about us that do not want to do that? This is what happens to us when we sleep. Okay? You're sleeping, and maybe what you have in here is you have, let's do this. You have a little pizza in there. Because you're sleeping, what happens is your metabolism, it drops. And your body says, oh my gosh, I have all this energy in me, because that's how our bodies were programmed. I have this energy in me that I might need later because I don't know what I'm going to eat. So let's take this thing and let's make it into reserve energy. Basically, into your battery. Let's make this into reserve energy here, and we'll just keep it tucked away. And this is what turns into fat, which is about 2,000 calories, equals 1 pound of fat. So, why am I bringing this up? Well, because a lot of people I love it too. You eat a really big meal and just go turn on some Netflix, knock out, so pleasant, right? But this happens. We start compounding our fat and producing more and more, just keeping it on us. So what we need to do is we need to do a little trick here. What I do with my students is I work on their timing, say, when are you eating your last meal? I'd like you to move that time up to 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever the time is before you have some activity. And this is what happens. Because now the time is 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or whatever, you're cut off your meal. You're done with it. This starts happening. We start seeing actually a faster decrease in their fat loss as opposed to if they had to increase their workouts but not change the timing of their food. I'm not saying anything different about the diet. All I'm saying is to change the timing, which I still consider is actually part of the diet. Now, try it out. I know this is a little weird probably to eat dinner so early for some people, but I promise you that hitting your goal will be more delicious than any food you will ever have. Stepping on the scale, seeing that number, be that number that you haven't seen in years, that will be more promising to you than any pizza can. Okay? Try it out. Go on JitFit. Look, check out some other advice that we have up there, or feel free to message me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have.